Alright, so we were thinking about different kind of drinking games to play today, and we were thinking more along the lines of some kind of like social torture. First of all, yeah, let's introduce, no, have we introduced you before?
Yeah, I was on once, but after Bay left. I was there for like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's true. Alright, so coming back, we have our sound design, sound director, set director, you name it, he makes this place run. We got Jer. And, see, we thought it'd be fun if maybe we can look over his Hinge profile and make a drinking game out of that, because why not? But we have to make our own rules. So we were thinking about, like, let's look over it. Like, we'll make our own different things of what we think is on there. And every time that we're correct, then you have to drink. And every time that we're not correct, we have to drink.
Okay.
Okay?
Man, this can turn into like an absolute roast of what you guys actually think out of me.
Okay, first of all, I think a fish photo.
Okay, fish photo.
You got a fish photo?
No.
I need to be seeing the proof after this.
We'll be seeing it.
Yeah. Okay, fish photo, no. Mirror selfie with poor lighting.
No, because I never take mirror selfies. I only use the front camera if I do a selfie.
Okay, way to give us some clues.
He's a man of class.
Although I will say back to your one though, there was one time that I actually did wish I had a fishing photo because one of the girls' profiles I was looking at, literally like had like a thing on it saying it was like it could be me. Like one of like the prompts was like it could be me instead of that fish next to you in that photo, and I was just like, if only I had one.
Okay, I got one. A photo of a motorcycle or vehicle.
No.
You don't have your truck on your profile?
No. I'm not.
Damn.
I don't have any pictures of my current truck, and I only have like 1 or 2 pictures of me and my motorcycle, and that was also back when I had like my super long hair, and I look kind of douchey, I'm not gonna lie. Like it looks like.
So you took those off? So those aren't on your profile?
No, I never put those ones on my profile, no.
Okay.
Damn.
Alright, I'm gonna go for a group photo with you in it. With other people.
I do have one of those.
Drink.
That's such a generic thing.
No, it's terrible. You never want to do that on a dating app.
Really?
Yeah, because every time I see a guy in a group in a picture, I always think his friends are hotter, and I never match with them.
You gained 1 B. What, woman?
What if that group only consists of 1 other guy and 2 females, and I'm definitely the more attractive of the guys?
Yeah, that's a whole art. I didn't realize that woman took this so seriously. That they'll make sure that they're in a group photo, but they're the hottest one in the photo.
Yep.
You know? But you know what I saw?
Will I be pitted against the girls in my photo?
I don't
If
know.
you would take a picture with a hot girl, way different. You should definitely have that on your profile.
Because like, I have a group photo of
yeah.
like me and like
not
some
in a
old
group
friends
of
going through.
not in
And
a
it's
group
like-
with other guys. You never want to do that because unless you are literally the hottest one, like. And, like, it never is the ones that I see where I'm like, okay, I see this guy's selfie, and then I scroll and I see a picture of him next to, like, 3 other guys that I'd way rather go on a date with. And I'm like, fuck. You just screwed yourself, bro.
Not to blast him, but
Yeah.
I would definitely say I'm definitely more attractive than him.
Okay. Alright.
That's like buying a Mercedes at like a Ferrari dealership.
Yeah.
You're just like they're like, it's got leather seats. I'm like, yeah, but I'm looking at a fucking Ferrari right now. You know? Like, well, this is at the top of the line for our more wholesale and retail. They have like a separate like place where you get water. There's like a separate waiting room. They're just like, you can stay in here. There's like 1 fold-out chair.
It's like musical chairs, everyone just gets the first round.
With like a little tiny TV. And you go to get some coffee, you just walk past this room with like an 80-inch TV. There's like free snacks. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, what is this area? I'm like, oh, that's for That's for those cars. See, you're in the retail section. You get special privileges on your 13-inch TV. You're like, it's the signal. It's like one of those with like
it's in the corner
with the
across
antenna.
the room. You can't even see the goddamn TV. It's
Right.
so far.
It doesn't even have color.
No. It's
Just
the
pure black
lines
and
in
white.
it.
Yeah, it just has that little grain kind of slowly rolling up on it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I love it. Wait, now I can't really see.
Andres, we told you this one you're most vulnerable.
I'm
You're
trying.
literally you're blinding yourself.
Yes, the coup is commencing nicely.
Yes, I'm having a mid-country like crisis.
You look like the fucking shaman from The Princess and the Frog.
Yes, I was trying to think about where this looks familiar. So
Oh yeah.
Yes! Shake a pulse in his head!
Sugar. Let me tell you a thing or two about this kind of culture. I'm about to cause some problems in the South.
no.
I don't know. Wait, okay, so we have to get him on something big. I feel like there should be special rules. Like if we get something very specific, you have to chug.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah, baby got me on the last one.
Let's see.
Don't forget Hinge can do like
Okay.
prompts and shit like that too.
Yeah, we
Conscious
can
photos.
guess like things that he says because he has three things that he says on his hinge.
And they can also set out like polls or like different
Okay.
things like that. It was a little more complex than I thought it was gonna be. I was like, wow, they actually put effort into this. It's kind of cool.
A photo with you at like an event, like a marriage,
Like
A wedding.
marriage.
like
a wedding.
like a wedding, or
Yeah.
like something that you had to like get dressed up for.
Okay, that's partially cheating because I told you already that I did.
Damn it! I'll take a drink for that one.
because I told you that was I already told you on the way when we were getting some of the festivities for today.
I did cheat. I did cheat.
Because that's where I got confused about the whole Fashion Week thing. Because one of my things was back when I was in a conference in Houston for a business thing. So I was all dressed up nice and fancy in a suit. And I actually had like 2 or 3 random girls on Snapchat literally hit me up after like, damn, looking fine. So I was like, wow, guess that must be some good photo then. So like I used some of those on there. And like one of the prompts for that photo was just like me at Fashion Week. And I was like, oh, that's fucking funny. Sorry, it's kind of dressed up in, today I learned Fashion Week's like a real thing.
Me at Fashion Week, but I was at Business Week.
Yeah, like I didn't know that. Yeah, me learning today Fashion Week's like an actual thing, and I'm like, oh, I thought that was just like a funny.
I don't tell girls it was a conference until at least the 3rd day. I have something to tell you. She's like, what? You're like, that one photo? It wasn't actually a Fashion Week. I
didn't know what Fashion Week was.
I was at a conference for life insurance. She's like, it's okay. That's how you know love. That's how you know love.
Speaking of, I think that you have a photo with either your sister or your other family members or an ex, and you cropped it to be just you.
No.
Damn. I know that you're like, there's like something close to it. Photo at a concert.
Good one.
Let me check. I don't think so, but
I think that's specific though. If I get this one, you have to check.
the thing is, when I go to a concert, like sometimes I'm not always like looking the greatest. I will say by the end of it, like if I'm taking pictures.
Well, you're not taking photos at the end. You're fucking surviving and trying to find water in your keys.
That or like festival Jer is like a different whole Jer, so like that's not what's on my profile.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least from like the ones that I have. Those were like years ago. With my long hair. It was a different time.
Oh, that's another one I could have cheated on.
He just takes a drink. He's like, already beat me too. I'm over like
Too honest. I'm too honest. I can't lie. People are just like, why do you try lying? I'm like, I don't know.
Just
Okay, so for your question, any general things you want to say, just like, is it just at concerts kind of thing?
Yeah, a picture of you at a concert.
Amplified events.
With like a stage and like speakers.
Yeah.
No.
Damn it, dude.
Not my profile.
Not on your profile.
No.
Do you have a picture?
It's like I have a
With
lot
an
of
animal!
these pictures, but I didn't put them on my
Do
profile.
you have a picture with an animal?
Yeah, you got me. You did get me.
Okay, I think that's a chug from
Chug
you.
that.
Yeah, I know that was a specific. I was like, I don't know if you just saw, but
I can't see from over there.
No, I figured. I was like, I don't know if I held it right, but no, you got that one.
Okay. Your turn, Andres.
You gain 1 bead.
He's beating us for the coup. He's giving us the whips.
This is literally how you beat a coup. You just like be super aggressive with them, but you give them like a pizza party.
No,
You know
that's
what I mean?
that's how you get people to quiet quit. And
Yeah.
Well, you know what, like, you know how that's going right now already.
Like, you like give like a few of them a few raises, so then the others are just kind of like, it's not that bad, dude. Like, dude, you got a raise. You know.
You got Sundays off.
You started $2 higher, and I've been here for 2 years.
They're like, give them coupons to Ben and Jerry's. They'll stop this strike instantly. People are like, I do love Ben and Jerry's. Like, dude, no.
It's not even a free pint. It's just like a buy one. Get
Yeah, it's
one.
one of the little travel ones.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, dude, we got fucked over.
You get like those free Frosty for your coupons at Wendy's. It costs them cost the company like $1 each.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the other guys when they're being they're being blackmailed by like that one guy, and he keeps giving them tickets to like better shows, and they keep going to the shows. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Okay, I gotta put it on. With this kind of hat, you gotta keep balance. You know what I mean?
You have to walk like a princess in training.
Gotta walk like a gentleman, nice and distinguished.
Yeah, you gotta you gotta keep your head up.
You gotta keep a solid foundation. Okay, no, what musical artist, I think, wears the super long hair, glasses, square glasses, and the top hat? He looks like someone.
Oh, is he old?
Yeah, I think so.
Rolling Stones?
I think it might be ZZ Top.
Wait,
Maybe,
who?
Like, what? Maybe Weird Al. I know Weird Al, yeah.
You mean
maybe-
Slash?
Yeah, I think Slash is what I have on my mind. Here, there's actually a few that I think
ZZ Top?
Yeah, no, Slash was one directly in my mind that I was thinking of, though. You definitely got that. That's who it was. But I do think Weird Al would also hit for what you're looking like.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. When he was just over the dark corner, I was like, okay, no, this is definitely hitting with a different kind of vibe, too.
You mean Slash? We're like the bare naked ladies.
John Mayer? That's not. No! Slash! You mixed up John Mayer with Slash? They both do music! Yeah, fucking.
You didn't even put it on. It's working, it's working. I
Okay.
could have just asked. It's not like this isn't part of my job.
This is true.
I was surprised you said you were going to do the video instead of just telling me to do it. I was like, cool.
You are awarded one more bead, workman!
God, that shit like a monk. Got wrapped around.
You all blessed.
The path I walk is true.
Oh yeah, the bride scene. This is...
11 years ago, my god.
Huh?
11 years ago.
I know, we have the AI takeover.
Detective Gamble and the officer who shot Derek Jeter are here.
in the officer.
Gentlemen, please. Remember us outside? Of course I do. Please, sit. Two of those rushing waters, please. No line renters, just me.
That's where we just came from. An explosion at your accounting office.
What is it?
I cannot eat
Gas
this.
leak? The only gas leak is the one
Sadly.
in my mouth right now.
I just thank God no one was hurt or injured in a bad way. Absolutely abhor death.
Hey,
I love this.
Weber,
This movie
you
is
think
so
it's not
underrated.
okay? You know there wasn't a security team that grabbed you. And we know you're targeting a big fish to cover losses. You talk or I beat you so it don't show no bruises. God, this water is good. Terry, have you tried the water? Shut up, Alan.
Okay, I've never seen the movie, but I have seen that scene, and I was always curious.
Yeah, but I understand there was a bit of a mix-up with the whole scaffolding business.
The cucumber accents the water in such a way that...
Perhaps by way of apology,
Will-
I can offer you my
Will
personal
Ferrell will
thoughts
forever
services
be
for
the best comedic
escape
actor
with
on the face of
access
this
to the
planet.
ambassador.
You think so?
Yeah. If you talk to, like, interviews with comedians, every comedian says the most naturally funny person when they meet them in real life is Will Ferrell.
Feels weird sitting here. It feels like it's a bribe. It is a bribe. Son of a bitch, I saw courtside, they were blind. Come on. That was a trick. No more.
Gentlemen, you have a choice. Mamma Mia or Jersey Boys.
Damn it. Did it again. No more tickets.
Okay, Susan, two glacier waters with Mediterranean lime.
No more water. We're not here for that.
I was very much looking forward to having the water.
How about Jersey Boys?
It's not great. It's fantastic. You totally undersold it. The pageantry, the costumes. Wow, what a musical.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, just throw it on logic. So you can see it. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking when I just like constantly being bribed something until like you just get exactly what you want. And you're trying to figure it out. Well, I say we just do rapid fire on the fucking Hinge. You sure is it your turn? My turn? I think it might be my turn. You have a quote.
No.
You did choose to put on 2 truths and a lie on your profile.
Almost, but no.
Oh, this girl came with backup fucking. She's got the information.
I was waiting for the prompt questions to start coming. You just, yeah, I was waiting for those.
Okay,
points.
go.
You talk about.
Oh, he's thinking. He's cooking. Oh, he's cooking.
You talk about just like looking for someone to have like adventures with. Oh, that's just ice.
Oh.
Or like,
Oh, wait.
yeah. Uh-oh.
Adventures?
Uh-oh.
That's a chug.
Is he an
That's a
adventures
chug.
guy? Are you the adventures guy?
Okay, not entirely like that. There is one I don't mention anything on adventures, but I do mention I want to travel, so I'll give that one to you.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
The ice
Oh,
was really, really loud.
Oh, you're good.
You're good.
Yeah, I was looking, is everything okay up there?
It was ice. I was putting
That's
ice
what he
in the
said. I
cooler.
was like, oh, it's good.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh man, you guys all like the cookies? Are they decent? Slow
liking
down
them.
a little.
He's,
I like
he,
him.
he's a few.
I like
He's got a few.
I love it. Actually.
I'll leave half of this.
Babe,
for
just
you.
have it.
No, I don't want it all.
Oh, okay. Wow.
My little dump truck.
Wait, so is it close then?
Yeah.
Alright, I think that's it.
I drank.
You
I
drank.
said
What
I
is
did
it?
too.
What is it?
He said traveling.
Yeah, one of the, it's for like one of those 3 prompt things, like, you know,
You want to
one
go
of them.
traveling?
Kind of, yeah. I mentioned I want to do like a
Dude,
lot
that
of
is
travel.
crazy to put on a fucking Hinge profile.
I want to go on a state with you
Yeah.
next week.
I want to be in a controlled place.
Okay, no, it's more of like, it's like a.
For
Okay,
specific
wait.
amount
It's
of-
like-
no, we're
no, it's
doing
like-
rapid fire
yeah,
right now.
yeah, okay, it was-
You list your height accurately.
Yes.
Ha.
He's an honest man.
Why would I
okay?
lie
Jared's
about
an
that?
honest
They
no,
man.
all
no.
do. They all do. You wouldn't believe how many guys are like 6 foot. I show up, they're 5'8". I'm like, dude.
You're already taller than him, yeah.
Yeah, this one guy listed that he was 5'8", and you just know that he's like 5'5".
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's like when like
Okay,
a guy
so
says
me
his
putting my
height
actual height,
subtracts.
now people think I'm shorter, like, so like,
Yeah.
I'm 5'10", I put 5'10", so I'm gonna think I'm like 5'6", like Moist
They're
Grateful.
gonna think you're like 5'8".
Oh, jeez.
They're gonna think that you're like 5'8" because you always
what
like
you're telling me
subtract
is-
2 inches.
So what you're telling me is I should lie.
No, because then people are gonna think you're a liar. It's just
There's
they're
no
always
right
gonna.
answer.
No, there is a right answer. What you have to do is you have to extremely underestimate it. Just tell them that you're like 4'11".
I'm basically a legal midget.
Yeah, you know, and like today's the day, Brad, to be 4'11". Today is the day to be 4'11". You show up and they're just like, I thought you were a leprechaun. Turns out you're just average size. And then they're gonna be like, wow. Because, and also the other thing is that then that means that she probably thinks that you got a 4'11" dick. And a 4'11" dick is it's fucking tiny.
What if she has like a kink for like tiny guys at that point, and then she's like super disappointed?
I feel like that would be a
She was
lot
like, I
less
wanted
likely.
to be the dummy.
Well, I mean that's kind of like the guys who are like really short that are into like tall girls. They're like, I'll climb that tree, and you're like, okay, so nobody wants me, huh? Nobody really wants me.
There's no one out there looking for me.
Except for leprechauns. Yeah, no, I feel like it's
Do you think do little people have like smaller dicks too, or is it just their? Do they be having like? Because what happens if you got like an 8-inch dick, but then you're also just happen to be?
That's actually like one of like the medical problems that can actually like come from like different. So there's like different kinds of dwarfism, but like one of the main things is usually just affects your limbs. So like, you'll have like shorter arms and legs, but you'll still have like a man-sized head, torso, everything else.
It's the proportions is
Yeah.
what create you to be a
'Cause it-
midget
'cause
or
it
a
messes with-
little person.
It's whatever growth hormone that that's like supposed to like in charge of what specifically.
What is his face? Tyrion from Game of Thrones. The
Yeah,
fucking
okay.
midget.
I actually never watched the show, and I've seen enough clips that I know what you're talking about.
There was one
I know
episode
blasphemy.
when they were talking to some prostitute that he was fucking or something like that, or he said that like he was known for being a midget, being royalty, but he was also known for having like a big dick.
Jesus.
Imagine, dude, what happens? What happens if like you were meant to be like fucking 8-inch hog, dude? That thing slaps when you fucking take your pants off. But then you get dwarfism. You
It's basically hitting your knee every time you walk.
You win some, you lose some.
Here's the thing: is that I don't
Hey man, I take take it hide in one place.
I don't know how I feel about typing in big dick midget.
But I would use incognito mode personally.
But
Your FBI agent does not care about incognito mode.
dude, my FBI agent is the biggest fan of this show.
I was gonna say.
He's the #1 at Patreon. Like that's how much he doesn't
That's
give
more
a
for
shit.
my history.
It
and
just
so I
says
get
like
curious about stuff.
this is not an FBI agent. Is our top. It's our top Patreon contributor. Who's just getting all of the fucking.
He's listening, collecting information like, oh my god, this is so good. I'm getting shit on all 3 of them.
Okay, so here, listen. Look, to the FBI, the NSA, everyone who is currently reading all of my Google searches, first of all, I'm a curious person. Okay? That doesn't mean that I that doesn't mean that everything that I look up is exactly what it shows, you know what I mean? But, and two, I'm doing this for more scientific purposes, you know what I mean? PEMDAS, you know, so...
PEMDAS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on that PEMDAS shit. I'm on that scientific method shit, if you know what I mean. Big dick midgets.
Yes, FBI agents, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Oh my god.
It's just crazy.
This is what... I don't see any big dick midgets. I see a bunch of stuff that makes me very uncomfortable.
I bet.
And it looks like most of my research is just ending in porn sites, so... Let's just assume that they got normal sized dicks. You know what I mean?
You could have done like average size of like a dwarf.
Do leprechauns have big dicks? Because they're lucky. Or are leprechauns only lucky when they have their gold?
Do leprechauns even procreate?
I would think so. I mean...
They're mythical creatures, who says so?
Every lucky...
Have you seen a female leprechaun? I haven't!
That's very true.
Leprechaun.
A
leper at the end.
It's like a lycanthrope, but what?
A leprechaun woman is just a woman that wins every single argument, despite that's the luck that she has.
Isn't that just women?
Yeah, that's just...
You're not supposed to win anyway, Andres.
Oh my god, women are short. And they're lucky.
Dude, the look in your eyes.
And they always keep chests full of money that they get from...
And they love rainbows.
Ah!
They look like a conspiracy, that's why you never see them. All women are leprechauns.
Oh my
We've been
god.
trying to trick you guys for years.
The natural
You're saying that the
evolution
men were the
apparently.
leprechauns, but in reality it's just ginger women.
It's just ginger woman walking
The
around.
Irish women. You just...
Was that a leprechaun? You'd be like, no, this is a girl. She works at fucking King Soopers. She's just really short and just like mystical. And be like, that's just how white she is. You're just seeing her bounce
The light.
the light off of
The
her.
light's reflecting off.
Yeah.
It just looks like an aura. It's like, no, she's just pale. Leave her alone.
Right. Other question is like, can other mythologies like have like dwarfism? You know, like, can a midget become like a vampire?
Yeah.
So
a
does-
vampire can bite a midget, and you have a dwarf vampire.
So
what are you
there's
talking
just
about?
so there's just a midget that's living for thousands of years. It's just immortal.
That's all
It
vampires
makes,
are. Human
pretty-
werewolf.
it makes a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, are you gonna have like a midget Frankenstein?
Okay, but
Probably
then
not, because
what about-
that's not very scary.
What about mental issues? What if they're like, is there such thing?
Are you
as,
asking if
like,
dwarves have mental issues? Because probably. I'd be a little depressed at the beginning.
oh my god! Not because of the dwarfism. Aside from it, Jesus, Jared.
I'd be a bitch as a kid.
No, this is how I disprove everything in my fucking head. This was me as a 10-year-old in church being like, but if everyone dies, then how is there room? How is there room in heaven? There must be trillions of people in there. It must be so overwhelming it doesn't make any sense. And then ghosts, that's the other thing. When you think about ghosts, right? You always think about this like creepy guy from like the 1800s that got fucking slaughtered or he killed his whole family and then he's in some shack that's barely holding up by the wind, right? But you never heard of like a ghost with Down syndrome.
Maybe there's
If a certain percentage of the population has to become ghosts, you would assume that it would be inclusive. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, part of different things with that, I mean, if they don't have the, like motor control, for example, maybe they're not very good at...
They're not very good at being ghosts?
Yeah, maybe like, they don't have the power to manipulate objects. I mean...
You just like hear a ghost just slamming into the wall and you're like, what's going on?
Like, they're trying, but they just can't, they're trying.
You could call like ghost hunters, but you're like, listen, dude, I'm telling you, like, every time I put on trains, the whole house just fucking loses its shit. It's like, I'm telling you, I'm haunted by one of those autistics, man. Could you imagine? Just getting haunted by an autistic person. Just like every single time.
Getting haunted by an iPad kid. And
Oh,
you just
God.
hear Mr. Beast on fucking repeat.
Yeah, like
all
what?
day.
What are like ghosts gonna look like in the future? Are they just gonna be a bunch of like Gen Zers, like
Probably like you.
probably like me? Yeah, I'd,
That's how you
I'd
look
be a
right now.
ghost. I'd be a ghost. for
It's
sure.
exactly how you look right now.
Yeah.
Wearing them
You
square
just-
glasses,
you
a
just
bunch
see me
of random
float
people
in,
in
I'm
costume.
like, happy St. Patty's Day.
That's your
Ooh.
ghost outfit forever.
That would suck, dude. At least like all these fools from like the 1800s got on some like, you know, shit that would be aesthetic today.
Yeah,
You know?
dapperness.
Yeah. You know, but like now it's like what in the future, like what if you get like what imagine getting haunted by like Adam Sandler. But he's just wearing the same like shorts and like big t-shirt that he wears everywhere.
The same joke every 5
Yeah, he's
minutes.
just trying to do the same joke over and over again. And you're just like, it's like this is a different kind of haunting.
Makes a
I
joke.
can't deal with this.
Just makes his joke just as laugh.
I just imagine like a TLC episode be like, "This is my life being haunted by Adam Sandler." That's
At
what
least like Shia LaBeouf would be a little bit more interesting.
Nah, dude, Shia LaBeouf would
He'd,
have.
like,
He'd
chase
be
you
all
around the
angry and
house.
You'd be in
shit.
your ear every time,
Yeah.
just do it. You'd be like, I don't want to do it. They'll be like,
He would
in
like
bed,
pop
like,
up behind you in the mirror. He'd be like that kind of ghost.
middle of interview, like middle of just
Yeah.
straight up.
Michael Cera would be the one that would like tickle your feet.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the ghost that you get scared of when
And
your
then-
foot goes out
yeah.
of the blanket.
Michael Cera would be the kind of ghost that would tickle your feet and then go judge your music collection.
Yeah. And then eat all the soup in your pantry.
Yeah, but like leave a little bit.
Each can and put it back.
Because
into
he's considerate. So there's just like a bunch of happy like. That's what I'm saying. Like there's never specific ghosts. There's got to be one ghost. He's just like, yeah. Every time I take a shit and I flush the toilet, he always flushes right after me. They're like, that's it. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, it's fucking my water pressure.
Yeah, it's so annoying, and it makes people think that like I have the second shit on top of the first shit, and it's just embarrassing when I have people over.
Like every time, everyone thinks it's always a double flusher. My system's not
Yeah.
that bad.
The ghost is just hanging over.
He's racking up my water bill. I got
This is the one thing this ghost just loves to do. Like it always has to be like creepy stuff.
Yeah, it's never
Social
like a
anxiety.
ghost who like wants to make the door sticky, so you have to like and they kind of put your shoulder into it to open the door. So never somebody who like glues
Yeah.
their shoelaces together. It's always like jumps out of a wall and like stabs you or something.
And like think about all the kids in Gen Z that are like that love anime. So you're telling me in the future ghosts are just you're gonna be watching you're just gonna be watching like
Seats in the corner, like floss dancing.
yeah, it's like TBS. You're like watching the news and then it switches to like anime. And you're like, what's going on? You switch it back and you wait a second, it switches back to anime. And then it's
I wouldn't
like
complain.
3 months later and you're like, fuck this anime bitch! I don't wanna watch anime!
This is random Fortnite videos.
Right? Like they're always this like super ideal way of being like scary, but you never hear like ridiculous ghost stories. Never. You never hear like the most ridiculous like hair stories. You'd be like, dude, I feel like someone's like sniffing my butt in the middle of the night. That's it? Like yeah, like I did get this one like haunted emblem that was meant to like have a like ghost that loves the smell of butts. But like, why did you get that, dude?
Well, I mean, there are other
It
people.
was $5. She said she sounded like she really didn't want it. You need to return that thing, dude. Like, well, the only way I could do that is if I could sell it to someone else for $6.
Just the fucking premise of Truth or Dare. Have you seen
Yeah.
that movie?
Truth or Dare?
Yeah, with Lucy Hale from Pretty Little Liars.
I know what you're talking about, but I never
It
watched
is-
it.
Awful. It is awful. It is so bad. It's basically like if someone asks you truth or dare who's been like possessed by like the demon, then like they have to do like the truth or dare or die. So like that's the game.
Why wouldn't you just do truth the entire time? I don't give a fuck.
because like they make sure it's like something that you like, it's like a deadly secret, like you have to like tell your girlfriend you cheated on her, or you have to tell your parents you're gay.
The fuck, dude? I'm
Or-
gonna like, are you kidding me? Be like, bitch, I cheated on you. I cheated on you so hard. Dude, no,
Oh,
you have
you
no
can't-
idea.
you-
Oh, and remember when I told you that I loved you? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you every secret that I have.
You can't pick truth like 2 times in a row.
Oh, that's bullshit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, and if the dare is like, and like you don't get to like pick the dare.
That sounds.
Yeah, it's always like something
Yeah.
fucked up from
Yeah.
a song.
that sounds like
it's
every.
It's like
cut
kill.
your eyeballs.
Yeah,
shit
or
like
like
that.
kill your partner or something, and then if you don't, it like forces you to like walk off a roof, and it's like there's this scene where like this girl is like about to walk off a roof, and they're like, oh, we can save her by holding a mattress underneath. It's all of us holding it, and they like do that, and right when she falls onto like a pointy fence because it, like the demon will always make you die no matter what.
Damn, dude, that's it. That's so.
But the movie ends. This is why it's stupid. The movie fucking ends with Lucy Hale going on a live stream and being like, "I have a question to ask you guys. Truth or dare?" Because then it makes the circle of people, the amount of turns that go on in the game, like bigger because there's like 50,000 people now involved in the game because of the live stream. And
Imagine
that's how
turning
the
into a
movie
live stream
ends.
and just dying.
Right?
Like some sort of just random like fucking videotape. You don't have VHS
You,
anymore. You just watch the wrong Twitch stream and you're dead.
Yeah.
Just some random channel that you subscribed to a long time ago and you watch like Truth or Dare and you get a thing on your phone, you're like, suck your own dick. I can't do that! I can't.
Start like control.
No, I'll try! No!
Like what's happening? Just randomly fucking moving.
It's
Like,
like
you don't know
Saw,
what's
you have to
happening.
like break your own ribs to like do it.
What's the capital of Maine? Fuck! It's just the most like mundane, like most random shit
It's
ever.
just school.
Yeah, just go to school. I'm 35! Oh! No! I'll go to school!
Go in there with like fucking dressed as like a kid or something. Oh, fellow teenagers. Immediately gets arrested and dies.
Yeah, you're just like, I have to attend school here.
They start trying to interview you. You're like, no, please let me attend.
The government eventually is just like, alright, everyone who's affected by this, just let them do what they have to so they don't die.
They create like a whole thing you have to sign up for to get like a permit for it or something.
Right.
Like, this whole process.
Why
It takes
do you-
13 weeks just to get your permit.
Why do you have this 45-year-old in 8th grade, dude? This is a little weird. Be like, oh, so you remember that chick that fucking had that Instagram story? Anyways, he thought he was one of those.
He was one of those.
So
yeah.
he's like, I mean, he's been here for the last 2 years, so he's graduated from elementary school. Now he's in the new school. He's
You just
like,
have to restart all 13
he's
years.
just with it. Alright, whatever.
You don't even like get to pick what year you go to. Some like just go to a random class. It's just you have to start school all over
He
again.
doesn't even get good grades. Like, dude, you're 48.
I haven't studied
What?
history in 35 years.
Do you know your timetables? Because I don't. I don't know anyone else that knows their time. That's honestly true. Like, I don't know anyone else that.
Do you
Have
know
you
what?
asked the
I
average
don't know anything
person-
about Europe. I've never been there.
If you've asked anybody our age to do like long division right now, I bet like 40% of people wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you see these like shows where they go out and like interview people, and it's
Oh
like
my
you
god.
have no
They
idea.
have to be fake. I hope
There
those
was
are
there
fake.
was one, I think, like Jimmy Fallon, like all he did was like take the United States and like flip it around, and they went around with a photo of the United States, like literally you could see Florida, you know, like Florida is the dick of the United States, okay? I don't know what else to tell y'all, but it is the dick of the United States, and Texas is kind of like the belly, you know, because we're very over-consumptive, you know, and then California is like the ass, you know, like that's where it all goes out that way, you know, and if, but then
I digress.
I digress. Yeah,
They didn't recognize it?
they did. I'm gonna look this up right now. Like you can see people, they're like this Russia. Like Russia's so weird. I don't even know.
It's like some of those I believe, but some of those answers are so dumb inside you they can't be real.
I know, right?
Well, there was that one where like that guy was interviewing that like like dads and being like, "Is your son allergic to anything?" And he was like, "Nope." And his son was like, "I'm allergic to penicillin, Dad." Like, yeah, like a really important thing to know. Yeah, and like almost every dad couldn't remember like their kids' birthdays or if they ever played an instrument or like
What?
yeah. Yeah.
What's your
for-
child's blood type? I don't know. B. It's A minus.
Something fun and hopefully educational.
It's
We're on
A
the street
negative.
with the map of the United States. We blacked it out so you can't see the shapes of the states. And we asked people walking by to name this country.
We want to know if people recognize this country right here.
It's not even turned around!
Yeah, no, they just blocked it out.
Oh, okay.
They just blacked out the borders of the states.
I got a little nervous.
What country is it?
This is America.
Good job.
Oh no, I think then they turned around.
You got it.
Oh.
There's a country right now that's been all over the news. Trump tweets about it
Looks
a lot.
like an
You want to
anteater.
know if Americans recognize it by its shape? This is it right here.
North Korea?
Germany? Is this Canada?
Maybe.
It's the bottom half of Canada.
Can I turn it out?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's easier for me.
Why?
No, it's not a third.
I don't think so.
Okay, no, that one's the most embarrassing out of all.
How did he like get the right feeling? He's like, this feels upside down. And he's like, I still don't know what country.
Yeah, so, no, that has to feel bad. I mean,
That's like somebody that has all street smarts but no book smarts, or the other way around.
I don't know, Australia? I don't know.
Australia. I don't know, it's upside down.
That's America.
He told us
Oh,
that.
that was a good one.
He's like, oh, dude,
I will
you
give
got me. Oh.
I will give them credit. Blocking it out and having it in different ways really does make it look like it's a different, whole different country, though.
No. Their last election, they elected a crazy person.
Oh, is it North Korea?
No.
They elected him.
Name this country.
Captain America.
Europe.
Europe. Alright, just a whole continent, not even a country.
Jeez Louise, man.
I love the amount of confidence he said that with. Dude, just Europe since are smiling
You can't
in his
be,
American.
you can't wear the costume of the guy that has the name in the fucking like.
Just full on dressed as Captain America, just gleaming in confidence. Europe.
It's like if Spider-Man didn't recognize a spider.
Right.
What kind of bug is that? Insane.
I think the conclusion is that people are just idiots. It's honestly amazing that like our infrastructure is as sound as it is. You know, like the amount of like stupid people out there. You would think society would just like never be able to be a thing. You know, but it's just like it feels like society was just made by a bunch of like people that knew what they were doing, and they're like, well, we need these people to like provide labor and like also work and create systems of economy. So let's just like do that, and then now we have the United States.
Well, what you were just talking about, it's pretty much like the caste system from like medieval times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like the people.
I mean, we still have the same hierarchical structure. It's just
It's an
differentiated.
aristocracy.
That's why it's like you think of landlord, you're like, oh, it's kind of like a weird name. You don't really think about it, but like back in the day, people did have landlords. Like there was a lord that came
Of
by.
the wind, yeah.
He's like, I see you have gotten 3 chickens, peasant. I own this land. You owe me 1. And he comes by and just like takes the chicken. And you're
Yeah.
like, no, you lord. And now it's just like some guy named Greg.
Taking $2,000 from you a month.
Yeah, just take it. you just some dude named Greg. You just send money directly into his account, and it's just like you just accept it.
It's true.
For like about one day, he tells you, "Hey, I need this," so you're losing it. Your whole 1 bedroom.
I'd rather Greg than like Bartholomew the Third. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who's part of the Crusades.
Yeah, it's just.
Well,
like,
I don't know. I mean, if he's part of the Crusades, he's already dead. He's gone. I'm not worried about this guy anymore.
But if he's crusading through your land and he has a sword, I would hate to be
Crusading
alive.
through your land. I'm crusading.
Yeah, be in Jerusalem, be in the Crusades. You're just
there
one of the
goes that
people that went
Crusader
last time.
again. Crusading. He's just got like a fucking
sword.
cross and a sword. Just crusade. Crusade, Jesus! Crusade!
Have you heard of Christ of the Mormons?
That's what the Crusades were, just a bunch of guys just going across like a country.
The old-fashioned mission. Instead of door knocking, it was door busting, downing.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
Mormons should just continue calling, instead of calling it mission trips and shit like that, they're just continuously call it crusades. The 687th Crusade, brother.
Yeah, they're called missions because it used to be like Black Ops missions, bro. They're just like, we heard that there's one guy and he said that Jesus isn't jacked. And so we're going to invade his house and tell him, inform him of his sins. You know, that's honestly the irony of just like organized religion in the first place. Like speaking of which, like today's such an ironic day. Today's about like a saint, dude. And like somehow down the line, all the Irish were just like, well, you know, we can love this saint, but like let's get trashed and just like love God. You know what I mean? Like any excuse just to get drunk.
Well, it's because of Lent, though. Like, Christianity brought about Lent, and the Christianity was first brought
Yeah,
by
but now
saints.
it's not about that. Now it's
It's
about leprechauns
not about
and drinking.
Lent.
Exactly.
We
There
ain't
was
Lent right now.
Yeah, they hated Lent. And then, so, like, if
We're doing
with
the
that, and then, like,
opposite of Lent.
during Lent Prohibition, they just completely, so, like, during Lent, you can't do it, then as soon as Lent ended,
Oh my god, did I just
you
learn
can't
something
start.
about my heritage? I had no idea. Well, yeah, that makes sense. So they're just like, it's like a fuck you holiday. That's hilarious that a fuck you holiday became like a pretty mainstream holiday that like a lot of people, you know, celebrate.
Makes sense. I mean, bars are just speakeasies in public.
Yeah.
Lowe's is a complete spice. It's a company completely made out of spite. Lowe's started as so the wife. So the guy who owns Home Depots. There's a reason Lowe's are always next to a Home Depot. The guy who owns Home Depot, he ended up with a nasty divorce. So his wife, out of spite, made Lowe's. So every time a Home Depot pops up, she puts one nearby.
Ha.
That's why you can like even like tell by the different merchandise. Like Home Depot's a lot more like outdoorsy, man. Yeah, Lowe's is more like home oriented. So it's lawn shit, but it's a lot. It's like you can tell like the different things.
You're telling me Lowe's was made by a petty ex-wife?
Yeah,
That's it?
yeah.
That's hilarious.
And she's still just like every single
Fuck
time.
you, fuck
Yeah,
you,
she-
fuck
I
Lowe's,
guarantee there's
fuck
like
you.
yeah, I guarantee there's a Home Depot popping up in like North California, like you know, Glenwood. So like get a Lowe's out there now, stat, buy this land.
She has one person dedicated to Googling every single Home Depot location in the country.
Just every single. And
The
on,
minute Home
on
Depot
top
makes a
of that,
land
she
purchase,
buys
she's buying
every
one.
house next to her husband's house and just rents it out to the worst people ever. That's the best way to be petty. They're like, I can't believe I got this place for only $1,200 a month and it's 55,000 square feet. She's like, make as much noise as you want.
She's supplying the speaker.
Yeah,
She built the stage outside.
Their homewarming gift is 2 loud dogs.
Yeah, and fireworks.
And fireworks.
And fireworks.
And a rooster.
And a rooster.
She's just funding festivals for anywhere nearby.
That's hilarious. Just like building a rooster pen, like as close as you can to your neighbor's house.
The fuck is
Don't
going
even have a
on?
single. Not even a single chicken, just 10 roosters.
It's like 6 a.m.
They crow all day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's why they're
They
illegal.
start early, but they continuously go.
That's why they're illegal in most places. Like within Denver city limits, you can't have a rooster, and Denver city limits goes all the way out to like Castle Rock. You have to be in like Elizabeth or in like.
I did not know they were
Yes.
illegal. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't have them in a suburban neighborhood because they're loud as a motherfucker, and like chickens don't make any noise. You can have up to 6 chickens in Denver city limits.
Right.
Yeah.
I once saw
Just
somebody.
paint them.
and I was
Just
like,
paint the roosters. Make them look like, these are obviously chickens, sir.
this is just a really loud chicken.
You've never heard of a fucking chicken cooing before?
She's just laying a really big egg.
Yeah, usually, sir, they go cock, cock, cock. This one's going cock-a-diddle-doo. He's different. He's just different.
He caught you in the act.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
transgender.
Yeah, my rooster identifies as a hen. I have to be able to keep it.
Oh!
Yes, exactly. Transgender.
Loophole! Loophole!
We can do now, Denver.
Alright, that deserves a drink. We found a loophole. That's what this day is.
That's what 2023 is all about.
Sir, you can't have a rooster here. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you just call it?
Did you just assume?
Did you just assume it's species? That is truly like, what happens? Like, so people have just like trying their best to be as crazy and as wild and as different and unique as possible in today's age, right? What happens when there's no more crazy? Because everything is crazy. You know,
we regress back. Same thing with fashion. It's like when you have maximalism, and then usually a couple like years after maximalism is at its height, everybody goes back to like super simplicity.
That is true. Like the 80s and 90s, I feel like there was a lot of colors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like huge colors. Even in 2000, but 2000s it started coming down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And in 2010s,
Early
now
2000s,
it's like
yeah.
now it's like minimalism.
Yeah, because it was like 60s, big flashing lights, 70s, big flashing lights, you know? But like in between them, you also had the hippies and the beatniks and like the people that were like mainstream, you know? It's always like changed because then like...
Isn't it fucked that like the hippies became the Republicans?
It is.
Right? Like that's the first thing that really struck me wild. Like
they're the people who invented TPing and now they made it illegal, so...
You sound like this has personally affected your life.
It is! It is! Do you know how many people...
Legalize TPing! God
merch.
damn it!
New merch.
New merch, legalize TPing, yeah. Legalize toilet paper. Like a shirt that makes no sense. Like, I didn't know that toilet paper was illegal. Dude.
Yeah, ever since COVID, it's just been really
Advertising
hard.
for big TP.
Right? for big TP. Oh my gosh.
Americans need their toilet paper.
Americans, I am here to ensure that every American gets their own single-ply toilet paper.
The recession of 2020 will never happen again.
The great remodeling.
The great remodeling.
Just everyone gets toilet paper. It's like a socialism program just for toilet paper, but it's like the worst kind of toilet paper.
It feels like sandpaper on your ass.
Like an Oprah gift.
Yeah. It's just like there's a like gust of wind just goes it just flies away and you're like, that was my monthly amount.
That's how you get away with TPing. You blame it on the wind.
Yeah.
You're standing outside, like, calculate the wind from the house, just slowly tearing out strands and then wind taking
that
over.
The wind is white supremacist. So
Wind is canceled.
It has white privilege.
CNN like 30 years from now. Wind is racist. Come in for our 8 p.m. show for us to talk about.
Back to you, Barb.
Back to you, Barb. There are people that I've seen literally try to say that math is racist because, like, the first people who got, like, good at math or whatever were, like, white people. I don't know, like, their exact reasoning, but they had some kind of, like, they were, I mean, granted, it was on Fox, but it was just some chick.
Oh, you know you can believe it.
Yeah, 1,000%. You know, that's the thing is like, what is news going to be like in the future when everyone has phones? You know, I feel like it's just going to be everything's going to be taped. You know, everything's going to be taped.
I mean, to be fair, no one from like our generation or even younger, no one with like watches the news. I mean, we get most of our things off the internet already, or different kinds of things, YouTube videos, anything trending. I mean, it's kind of already changed the direction anyway.
That's one of the reasons why Elon Musk bought Twitter, because he said that like people don't really even get news from like the news stations anymore.
Yeah,
In fact,
it's all social media platforms.
News stations don't even make that much money anymore, like compared to like other things. Like Joe Rogan made $250 million switching over to Spotify. $250 million, I think, for like 3 years. I mean,
he was like one of the biggest sportscasters.
I mean, he had a long-term backing. Not even sport. I mean, before he was a sportscaster, he was also in the actual thing. He actually did MMA.
Right, yeah.
Joe
Like,
Rogan
he's got a
has done
long-term
everything.
in like the entertainment.
He's
industry.
done everything. He like literally Fear Factor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, his origins. I always forget that shit.
One of my favorite quotes from him is he was on the Flagrant podcast and he had what do you call those? Like the waist pocket things. Fuck, what do you call it?
A fanny pack?
Fanny pack, yeah. He had a fanny pack on, and when someone on the show was like, "Yo, Joe, what's in that fanny pack?" and he just went like, "Fear Factor money."
That's funny.
And no one heard him, so it's just like this unheard joke that was just like so funny. But yeah, he did Fear Factor, and then he became a commentator for the UFC. And then he's got into podcasting. And it's funny, there's a video of him on, I forgot what his name is, another comedian show, like back in like the late 90s or early 2000s. And this was like the epitome of what podcasting is today. In this video, you can see Joe being like, yo, this is cool. Like there were mics and everything, and there was like a presenter, and like literally what we see now on podcasts. And Joe's just like, yo, man, like, you gotta do this for real. We gotta figure out how to make money from that. And he did, dude, $250 fucking million. God damn.
That's
just
a lot.
talking to people.
It's a lot of money.
And the best part is like, he's out here just like talking bullshit and he's getting paid that much money. Compared that to like CNN or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I truly think that, like, old-fashioned media is, like, there to die, you know? It really doesn't have that much purpose anymore. Because,
especially when our attention spans are, like, 6 fucking seconds.
oh, yeah, and then, like, they end up just going for these, like, super harsh pieces, because that's the only thing that draws people back in. So that's why, like, during the whole pandemic, like, that was gold for them. During Trump, that was gold for them. And now they're dying again, because there's nothing much going on. You know what I mean? So they're just like trying to grasp or whatever. Literally on CNN, they took one of Joe Rogan's videos where he was like, I took ivermectin. This is when he like tested positive for COVID. And he went out basically said like, hey, like I tested positive, but I'm going to take ivermectin. I'm going to take all of this other stuff. I'm going to take vitamins, you know, just basically taking care of his body like when he had COVID. And CNN literally took that video and like changed his skin tone so that he would look more sick, to make it seem like ivermectin was like the bad drug as opposed to like the actual vaccine. Yeah,
What the
you guys
hell?
haven't seen this? Yeah.
I will say though,
I
as
got
far
like
as
7 minutes, by the way.
Okay, we'll end it.
I'll let you know, by the way, as far as the money, I looked it up. Total revenue for the 3 major cable news channels increased modestly in 2020, obviously. But CNN went to $1.7 billion, $2.9 billion for Fox News, and $1.1 billion for MSNBC. So, yeah, no, they're definitely all still beating Joe Rogan.
And turns out I got COVID. So we immediately threw the kitchen
Even
all
Newsmax made
kinds of
26
meds.
mil.
Monoclonal antibodies, ivermectin,
It looks like that one dude from Guardians of the Galaxy.
prednisone, everything.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Old Thor?
No, Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't know what's
Bro, do I have to
going
sue
on.
CNN?
Oh no, do you?
They're making shit up. They keep saying I'm taking horse dewormer. I literally got it from a doctor. It's an American company.
Mm-hmm.
They won the Nobel Prize in 2015 for use in human beings.
Yeah.
And CNN is saying I'm taking horse dewormers.
They literally made him look more
But
sick.
what they didn't highlight is that I got better.
Yeah, you got better
They
quickly.
try to make it seem as if like I'm doing some wacky shit that's completely ineffective. And
Right.
CNN was saying that I'm a distributor of misinformation. What's crazy is look how better I got.
Yeah.
I got better pretty quick, bitch.
Let's go to like your.
Oh.
Yeah, that just
That
shows
is
some
insane.
by Google. Get up to $8.99 back on the Samsung Galaxy at
insane, dude. That's what modern media has truly come to. But hey, you know what? Today it's not about media. Today's not about anything else other than getting drunk for the sake of being petty, for the sake of petty divorce wives who create entire chains of industrialized, capitalism just for the sake of being petty. So for the sake of being petty, guys, make sure you go out, you go get plastered, you don't drink enough to only get drunk a little bit, drink a lot. Because today is about that. Have fun, guys. Be safe. Welcome and bye to the PodDre podcast. We love you. Once again, we're going to be back on schedule. Every Tuesday, Thursday, episodes are going to be out. Make sure to hit that notification bell. Also, we are now on Spotify and all other kind of streaming websites, you name it, Apple Podcasts, everything in between, we are on. So if you can go on there, like us up, favorite it up, make sure that your notifications are on. I can't stress this enough, so you get every single episode that we have in. We love you guys. We got exciting things coming next week. Thank you again. Bye.